Hey, what's up, man? So today we got something super special for y'all, man. We got BBG Baby Joe back in the building, man. What's up, Baby Joe?
Man, what's up, man? I'm back and I'm better, man. I'm back and I'm better.
Always, man. Always, man. Always sharp, man. You show up, you're sharp, you always want to do your thing, and you got a lot to talk about these topics, I'm sure. But what you been up to lately, man? Now, what's this rumor that I heard that you got locked up recently?
Yeah, man. Little charge I had kind when I was like 18, 19. Really, I just stopped going to court on the situation. Just stopped going to court. Not too major, not too major.
Okay, man, because we like seeing you out here in these streets. So are you saying that you won't have any type of issues or anything from this in the future?
Nah, I ain't got no facing no time, and then it just was something. It really was after I got shot. You know what I'm saying? That delayed my court dates. I had started forgetting the court dates, and then I just was like,
okay, because, you know, a lot of the comments I saw out there was a lot of people thought you were locked up right now. Like they thought that that's why you weren't out here. We weren't seeing you a lot, even though I seen you going live and you were doing kind of some desktop lives and stuff like that. But people were really concerned, man. So you're like, is really nothing to be concerned about?
yeah, ain't nothing too serious, not too serious, bro.
Nah, I get that. Now, I want to ask you about some of these hot topics that's going on out here that you might have some insight on, and I know people want to hear your opinion about Baby Joe. Now, first off, I want to ask, are you still cool with 4K Trey?
Yeah, man, I'm fellow my brothers, man. I feel my brothers, man. Brothers bump heads, bro. You know, I will come with family.
Understand, man, and a lot of people don't get that. Sometimes even with your family members, you say you bump heads because a lot of your family members are down with the crew, right?
Yeah.
Nah, that makes sense. Now, the next question would be, why haven't we seen you at any of these events or any of these venues or any of these shows with NBA YoungBoy?
Man, the situation, you feel what I'm saying? And you know, proud of my pride probably the biggest one. You know, that's really what it is, my pride, the biggest one.
All right, so you're saying that there was an opportunity for you to be out there with NBA YoungBoy, but your pride held you back from taking that opportunity?
No, I ain't saying that. Like, you know, like I could pull up, you know. I could pull up face to face and we could talk it out, but you know, like, you know, I just, you know, my feelings hurt, brother. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just letting it be. I'm just letting it be what it be, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really pushing the issue like that, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a very honest answer, man. And a lot of people talked about that the last time. You shoot straight from the hip, man. So when you see this going on, you see the MASA Tour, and we've talked about this previously, and the MASA Tour is going on. You see all you I believe your cousins with Big B, Herm, and all them. You see all them out there on the tour. What do you think about this?
I love it, man. Man, you deserve that, man. You heard me? And man, deserve everything you getting right now. Ain't no hating bone in my body. You feel what I'm saying? I never hate on the. I love it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going or if I'm not going, that's still something that I love to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep up with this. You know, I watch all the venues that so low. I'm watching from afar. I just ain't participating right now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's dope. I like that, man. A lot of people gonna love that because the fact that you like, hey, I ain't out there, but I love to see my team or my people win. You know, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, man. Right, that home team. A home team, man. A home team player, bro.
Nah, that's what's up. And I'm pretty sure, man, NBA YoungBoy and them, I'm sure they see these interviews and all this, and they'll probably appreciate all that support you still showing them from the ground.
Yeah, I'm always that one thing about me, man. I'm a lawyer, bro. I'm mad at the situation. I'm never mad at the situation.
Now, do you anticipate yourself ever joining the tour before it's over, or do you ever see yourself linking back up with them and doing a tour or doing some dates?
We might end up linking up soon, but as far as the tour, you know, I can't lead. I can't lead. I'm lawyer. I can't lead the state. You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck right now.
Ah, that's a very good point, man, that a lot of people might be missing as well, especially in y'all Reddit pages and fan pages are crazy, man. So they probably like, they probably forget the fact that, you can't leave the state right now. So that's one of the big reasons you're not moving about, right?
I wouldn't say that. Like I say, I'm playing the back right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I was gonna end up charging adventure. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna push the issue eventually. But like right now, I'm letting little bro do his thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I got some big shit going on, man. I'm letting, he doing this shit right now, bro. He's selling out arenas all over, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting him do his shit, man.
That's dope. Nah, and that's crazy to see NBA YoungBoy selling out arenas, state to state, city to city. This is crazy, man. So this movement that's building, I mean, it seems like it'll always be there. And I know people can't wait for you to drop some new music and see you back out there doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I should be dropping next month. Next month for sure. That little jail time sent me back a little bit what I had on, but I'm finna get back on momentum. I had just dropped Return of the Gorilla. You hear me? I doing some nice little numbers. I'm back, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in full force, man.
I see it, and I hope people see those differences that I'm seeing, man. I know they do, because you could just tell by the comments and things like that. Now, Baby Joe, it wouldn't be right unless I got into some of the things that's been going on with the tour. And I know you've been seeing this going on social media, so I got to ask you, what do you think about the Chicago show getting canceled?
Man. We all fake knew they was gonna cancel out. You know what I'm saying? That's a safety hazard. One thing about law enforcement, the mayor, the governor of certain cities, it was just a safety hazard. You feel what I'm saying? I don't feel like it wasn't on behalf of them. You know what I'm saying? It's on behalf of the law enforcement. You get what I'm saying? Keep a riot down, keep searching from going on. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, and that's what a lot of people said who made some really good points about this. Like, at the end of the day, they probably saved somebody's life or saved something, by doing that. But the fact that it was going to be in Chicago was already, it was a lot of eyes. Now, there was rumors that NBA YoungBoy was going to bring Wooski out, and that, that might have really caused the issue. Now, NBA YoungBoy, he's a wild card. You kind of almost don't know what he's going to do as far as the show list and the setup, because originally he wasn't performing the song I Hate YoungBoy, but then he added it into his set. Now, at Chicago, in the Chicago show, what do you think would have happened if he would have performed that song or brought Wooski out on stage?
Man, him performing a song, man, I got a big fan base in Chicago, bro. Even though they are gonna rap that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like whatever he put on, they gonna vibe to us. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they probably would have pissed certain people off. You get what I'm saying? But that's all publicity is good publicity. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, you're right about that, man. That's a part of the media game and the whole social media space and being a star, man. Sometimes it's not always going to be the best highlights.
Right.
Now, it didn't end there. Back to back with that, there ended up being a show in Detroit that got canceled. Now, Detroit is kind of close to Chicago. I think it's like 5, maybe 6 hours, but they're like brother and sister cities type of deal. What do you think happened with that situation for them to cancel the show in Detroit?
I feel like it'd all be the same thing. It'd be safety hazards. You know what I'm saying? Like if a show get canceled, it's a safety hazard. I feel like it's gonna bring out too many people and once it in or let out, it's gonna be some shoes or you feel what I'm saying? All that going to the mind of the police and everything else, fire department and stuff, because at the end of the day, they will have to clean that mess up.
That's true. Now, this is the rumor out there that NBA YoungBoy, even though those shows got canceled, and because his team didn't cancel it, he still got paid for those shows. I mean, he doesn't lose anything, right?
You don't lose, still getting your badge, you know what I'm saying? Shit, this ain't, you see what I'm saying? All you just said, niggas still getting their money at the end of the day.
Nah, that's facts. Now, the rest of the show dates went on as scheduled. He was having good times or whatnot, going from city to city after that, after the Detroit cancel. It didn't wait too many hiccups. Then he does a show in Atlanta, and he's got 2 nights in Atlanta. One is successful, the very first night. Sold out show, goes crazy on a Wednesday night, right? He's got a backup show on Saturday, and then they were supposed to do a whole nother day, right? Now, at the show on Wednesday, at the first night in Atlanta, he performs the song I Hate YoungBoy. Now, I'm not sure if that was the reason that they got freaked out and canceled the second show in Atlanta, but what do you think was the reason for him canceling the second show in Atlanta? And just to preface this, I want to say this. He actually had Lul Tim on stage at all of these dates. So, that could be, perceived a certain way. But, man, my original question is, what do you think made them cancel them shows at the second show in Atlanta?
Only thing I could think of is safety hazards. Like, I don't know, because he performed one time, I ain't nothing to do bring the shit out. If he gonna bring the people out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the states don't be going for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't be, and they probably got their own issues going on over there, I'm telling you too, though, a group of people get together, you know what I mean? Somebody might see somebody that they don't mess around with, and it could go from there. So it really, shows they get canceled, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's safety hazards. That's the only thing it could be, is a safety hazard. You know what I'm saying? The main thing is the protect and serve. You know what I'm saying? So by them, they feel like they protecting it, they cancel that show. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what do you think? Like, I know you're probably one of the closer people to NBA YoungBoy in the music space previously. Like, you've worked with him on music before, all in the studio. You were artists together, all of that, right? Came up in the music game together and whatnot. But there was a change after the Chicago show where he started performing the song I Hate YoungBoy. What do you think his motivations would have been for that?
You would ask him that one more time?
Like, what do you think motivated him to start performing this show? Before, he used to let the song I Hate YoungBoy just play as he left the stage. Now he actually performs it as a part of his set. What do you think motivated him to do that?
Probably leave it and everybody rapping the songs as he leaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big song. That's a big song. And it's a nice song. That's a real nice song. You know what I'm saying? People really with that song. Like, people really with that song, man. Like, that's one of my favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, they love it. Whenever he play it, they go crazy. They love the song, man. They love the song, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you. And that's a very good answer. And to be real, when he plays the song, it does erupt and go crazy. But it's the fact that he's dissing a lot of people in that song. Even people he's made up with, like Gucci Mane, Boosie, a lot of people, man. I think Lil Baby, I'm not sure their relationship now, but I know Lil Baby has been trying to reach out on social media, they say. Like, all those people he dissed in that song, what do you think about the reaction from the industry about that diss song?
I think 50 Cent did it before. You know what I'm saying? Like it just. Once you make amends of those people, that song will never go away. You know what I'm saying? It's still one of the hottest songs. You know what I'm saying? So him performing it don't mean no disrespect if they amend their relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's just a hot song, but the fans love that song. And when that song first dropped, it went crazy, man. Like, that's very catchy, man. Like, that's so, I don't think they feel no type of way. I don't think, she the biggest artist, bro, why would you feel some type of way?
That's true. It's similar to 50 Cent. He was out there dissing too. And it creates, an energy of its own. Now, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't any issue throughout some of these dates, because there was a situation that took place in New Jersey I wanted to ask you about, where a guy ran up to NBA YoungBoy and his team, and actually at the show, I believe, and said free Smirk or free Lil Durk. And the guy ended up getting beat up, man. Baby Joe, did you see what happened with that? And if you did, what'd you think?
No, I ain't see that one. I ain't see that one. I ain't see that one. Huh? I ain't see that one.
It went by very quick. It was a headline for maybe half a day. A guy went to the concert, and he said, basically, he said free Smirk, free Lil Durk, ended up getting beat up. Now, people couldn't determine if it was people from NBA YoungBoy's team that beat him up, or it was, just fans. But regardless, he ended up catching a beating, but he said the same thing on his way out.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now. I ain't see that. I gotta go look that one up. But I ain't see that one.
Nah, it was wild, man. So next, man, I wanted to ask you about this. Now, with all that's going on with NBA YoungBoy and his future, and people thinking about the deal that he's gonna make and stuff that's going on, what do you think your future is as far as working with him again? Will you guys get back to working with each other in the studio like your fans want?
I can't answer that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't speak for the next man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, but I can't speak for him. You know what I'm saying? Like life gon' life. That's one thing I learned. You know what I'm saying? Life gon' life.
Definitely. Now, what do you think about is there certain ideas or music that you're working on now that would be a good fit for him? Or do you see things out there that you think would have been a good fit for you?
No, I don't really look at it like that. Like when I'm making music, I'm making music for, of how I feel and what I'm going through. Like, you know what I mean? Like I really basically what I'm trying to say is I don't do think of the next man say shit. You know what I'm saying, brother? Like I just go with the flow. That's all I can ever do. These the cards that God dealt me, and I'm gonna play them up to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. You kind of go with the vibe as far as what kind of song and what kind of music you gonna make.
Yeah, that's with life. You know what I'm saying? That's just like with life, period. Like, I go with what I got.
Nah, man. Sometimes you gotta play it by ear. You can't pick every move that you gonna make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can't force it, bro.
Okay, so next I wanted to ask you about some of the people on the tour right now and your relationship with them. So Big B, how have you spoken to Big B? How are you guys? How's your relationship?
I'm a cousin. That blood, it's cool.
Okay, now what about Ben10?
And their brothers, forever be cool. Like everybody, it's no smoke. It's no smoke. I won't put that out. It's no smoke. It's no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel no type of way about none of them. You know what I'm saying? We just going through what we're going through right now. I don't feel no type of way about nobody, but
Now, with that being said, I'll stop even just listing off names because most of the rest of the people are related to you. You're cool with. I'm just gonna ask you about one other person in a little bit, but while we're at Ben10, I wanted to ask you about this whole situation going on with him right now, where it looks like he got beat up or a black guy, he got jumped by some people. Did you see that? And if you did, what did you think?
No one thing I know for and they ain't beat him up. You know what I'm saying? Chin checks and ass rolls. You gonna get a black guy, buzz nose, buzz lip, all that cover fight. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact they ain't beat him up. The dog, you know what I'm saying? Pit bull. He gonna get in there and roll. He gonna roll. So I ain't too much tripping on him. I know for a fact they ain't beat him up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't beat him up.
Now, there's been several people come out to claim that he ended up getting jumped, I guess, or outnumbered. And then somebody else who was claiming to be his brother had came out and said that he was upset about what happened and he's going viral for saying he wants some get back for whoever was around him, during the time that he ended up getting into the scuffle.
Yeah, I seen that, but man, I'm telling you, brother, being on road, man, being on road, you're gonna get a black eye, bro, in the fight, bro. That's just something that come with fighting. If you ain't gonna put your head down, if you gonna go chin up, you're going, like this. I hope whoever hit you look rusher than you or look like you. That's a whole saying nigga my mom used to tell her. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get touched in your face if you're fighting. You know what I'm saying? As far as him getting crowded, I don't see that going on.
Yeah, it was wild to see, man. It was another viral moment, man, because Ben10, he's been going viral a lot because we had the whole situation with Mimo, where he was allegedly looking for Mimo 600 all throughout Baton Rouge. Now, what did you think about that when that happened?
Nigga fishing, we call that fishing. Just fishing. Just a little fishing. I can't speak on this dude was actually down there. I don't know.
Now, we don't know for a fact that Mimo 600 was down in Baton Rouge, but he did put it out there like he was, and Ben10 immediately jumped to action and was like, hey, man, I'll be right down there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen it. I think they was in New Orleans, though. He was in that city.
Yeah, I think so. I think he came out and he corrected and said he wasn't there. I guess he was just trolling.
Yeah, well, I say that's what you call fishing.
Nah, I get you. Now, I'm gonna go somewhere totally different with this one. Now, did you see the No Limit Cash Money versus battle?
No, I ain't see it. I just seen some previews of it on my phone on the way up here, though. I ain't watch it.
Now, as somebody who's from Louisiana, you from Baton Rouge, No Limit used to have their headquarters in Baton Rouge. What did you think of such a monumental situation like Cash Money, No Limit, head-to-head in front of everybody, the whole world to see? What do you think about that?
That was major to me because that just showed that in Louisiana, at one point in time, we had the way then, like we got now. At one point in time, Louisiana always, we played a part of the music industry in a big way, you know what I'm saying? That right there just showed everybody, like, from them playing their songs and shit, like we had to wait for a minute from Master P to Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a good verses. And they had then, they from their history, for them to get on the stage and like that, like that's big too. That's big too, because they got old history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've got old beef history from long. I'm talking about going back to the 90s in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy, and a lot of the people who were listening or who even in the stands, they weren't even born when a lot of those songs came out. And this, it was a big thing, And you had Master P, he brought out No Limit just like they did back in the days. Like it was the whole team all dressed in camouflage. And then they were just really battling it out, man. A lot of people left and thought they probably should have had it in Louisiana because, the fan base in Louisiana probably would appreciate it more. What do you think?
Yeah, but all the people moved from Louisiana. Louisiana the spot where you just stay and do shit. You can't really do down there, bro. Like, that happens in Louisiana, that's not a real place. So, it brought up some old conflicts probably, you know what I'm saying? So they did best to do it out the state, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I agree. I think that Louisiana, if they would have did it in state, a lot of the people who maybe attached to them, like from them old beefs, who still got harbor some issues, are still in the streets, they're still, they're around. So it's a little, but what do you think somewhere neutral, like in Houston or in Atlanta, like they could have really, really brought the house down because the Vegas crowd was a little, they were a little lackluster.
Yeah, that's Vegas, though. I didn't know they did it in Vegas. Like, they should have came down south. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that should have been done, so.
Yeah, I think that would have been made the best impact. And somewhere neutral like Houston, where you got a lot of fans from Louisiana and Houston, all over Houston. You got, or Atlanta, where you have a lot of fans from Louisiana and Atlanta, right?
At least places where people could drive and tell you shit.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Now, what do you think about this, man? So there's a post going viral right now of Wooski talking about he was going to come on stage during the NBA YoungBoy concert in Chicago and perform computers.
Well, oh no.
Now, okay, just for some context, now Computers was a song where Wooski dissed after Chicago.
I know the song. I know the song. Everybody ought to know that. I know the song for sure. Yeah. You see, that could be another reason why they canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, like, you know, safety hazard, bro. It just be a safety hazard.
Exactly. And that was the point I was going to get to. I was wondering if you would get to is like, do you think, well, here's the real question behind that. Do you think that might have been the single point where the promoters of the concert venue said, hey, man, nah, we can't have this?
Nah, just all the talk on the internet, you know. People saying what they gonna do, they don't do this, is who I would. All play a major part. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got police just for the internet. They just watch the internet. So the internet played the bigger part than anything.
That's true. So how do you think, how do you think things will change as far as, say, like what we've had in music with the current drill rap movement, with the way that we're obviously seeing that there's police online, right? There's law enforcement online looking at everything. What do you think artists should do to change up?
You really can't change that genre, you know what I mean? Like, they gonna do what they gonna do, you know what I'm saying? If you know, Claude is a mother. Excuse me. If they could blow off of it, they gonna go with it, you know. As long as they gonna do it as long as they can, as long as, you know, until the police come.
That's true. You think that them wanting to blow up and rap and the lure and the money of being a star is just always gonna keep cats crashing out?
It's not even that. It's just one's blood spill. You know what I'm saying? But you still got a rapper out the group who gonna rap. You know what I'm saying? You know, but once blood spill, it's no going back. It's no handshakes like that.
Nah, that's facts. Now, here's another thing that I've seen recently, which was interesting because I know you were around for this time period. Now, NBA YoungBoy recently made a post on social media, and people looked at his bucket list from 2018, I should say, right? And on the bucket list, it says, release my debut album, go skydiving, collab with Adele on a song, have a daughter, get my GED, give back to the streets in my community, get off probation, be free, leaving Louisiana for good, earn a platinum album, and win a Grammy. Now, I think everything on that list he's done besides do a song with Adele and win a Grammy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Has NBA YoungBoy won a Grammy yet? Don't give me the line. But when you see that list, knowing where you guys started from back then in 2018, what do you think?
What I think about the list, about him winning a Grammy.
No, what do you think about the bucket list? Like him having those goals and meeting most of them already in about an 8 or 7 year time span.
Oh, you know, to you know, set those goals in front for you to prosper and proceed and do your.
Now, similar to that, do you have something similar, like a bucket list like that you wrote?
Yeah.
Now, have you accomplished it, most of it as well?
Yeah, I accomplished most of it, and I did another one. You know what I'm saying? Like I did me one, like, you know, a thought one now. Like as far as like my age 9, what I want, what I want to do is succeed in now, you know what I'm saying?
Nice. Now, I checked it too. And NBA YoungBoy, he was nominated for a Grammy in 2022 and was for, what's your name? With Tyler, the Creator. But he has yet to win a Grammy. Now, fingers crossed he probably will. But is that something that you have aspirations to do as well?
Win a Grammy? Yeah. Yeah, if anybody, I feel like anybody who doing music, they want to win a Grammy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we all know that, you know, excuse me, that be rigged, bro.
Yeah, it's political, man. It's very it's like you got to know the right people. You got to submit everything at the right time. Then it's like only a certain pool of people they vote for. It's a lot, man. It's not. You know, it's not as what you would think it would be. You know what I'm saying? So is what you're saying?
Right. Yeah. Like they politicking.
Nah, that's for a fact. Now, I only got a few things to ask you now, Baby Joe, but I wanted to ask you about this. Now, we see Lul Tim going around with NBA YoungBoy on this concert, man. City to city, enjoying himself, going live. But there's still that overreaching and lingering thing with him and the King Von situation that took place in Atlanta, right? Now, with that, and you see Lul Tim going city to city, you see fans engaging, they're happy about it, but there's always that lingering issue in the back. How do you feel like y'all team should approach this going forward? Just keep doing what you do, or is it just going to be one of those things because Lul Tim's y'all guy?
Shit, Lil Tim our guy, man. Free corn though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, that's our brother, man. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's our brother. We'll never turn our back on our own. Never.
Nah, that's solid. I think most people can appreciate that, man. You know what I mean?
Got to, bro. Got to. You wouldn't be behind it if you do. You change to a certain situation that mean you was never ever from the start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Now, the last time we talked about Foolio, right? And we talked about his situation and y'all prior back and forth and beef because of, you know, you're down with NBA YoungBoy and everything that was going on at the time. But Foolio ends up losing his life, and you've got his trial playing out right now with one of the main people in the trial that is accused of aiding and taking his life, and it's going national. Like, when you see the trial playing out, what do you think?
As there's a trial, you know, shit, I got people that been to trial and all that, you know, it's a lot of phone going on too that, you know, and basics. Somebody gonna tell. So, the numbers you already getting high, somebody gonna tell, bro.
Now, for the young lady that's going through the trial right now, it doesn't look good for her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are asking, why in the world did she take this to trial? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, they've got so much video evidence and things like that against her. In a situation like that, I believe her name is Alicia Andrews. In a situation like that, what do you think people should take from this when you look at all the evidence in the case?
I ain't lying, but I don't really think we can speak on that certain things because she on a trial right now.
Good point. Nah, we can leave that alone because she is in trial. So what I will say is, for me, as somebody who's a viewer of this and a watcher of this, you know, it's very dissuading from street stuff when you look and you see all that video evidence up there, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, are you saying like that? Like, yeah, that'll be, as stupid. Yeah, right, very stupid. The video evidence is that stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to make it like she did it and that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, definitely. We wouldn't do that. You know, innocent until proven guilty, obviously. You know what I mean? Right. Nah, facts. All right, now with that, Baby Joe, I told you we'd just take a little short bit of your time today, man, and we talk about these topics and issues that's going on. But, man, it wouldn't be right unless I gave you the floor to holler at or talk about everything that you got coming up as far as your music, new videos dropping, what you want the people to check you out on. Baby Joe, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got 2 more tapes in the work. The first one gonna be called "It's All on Me." The second one gonna be called "Open Book." Okay, like you say, y'all been watching it grow up since 18. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I'm venturing on now. You know what I'm saying? I've been still getting the podcast and the screaming. People want me to do that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as right now, I'm focused on that and my churn. But this music, just got a nice sizable check out there, man. So I gotta go with this deal, man.
I can't let you go. Could you talk about the check that you got recently?
It was nice. One thing. Wise OG talking, bro. Never let a nigga know it's in your pockets, man.
Good point.
It was enough to keep me going with this music. I see YouTube, and I see all this. I can get off the hill. You know what I'm saying? Hey. So I'm with it right now, man. I'm going all the way with it.
Nice. Well, then, everybody, check out your Baby Joe and his 2 new projects coming up. Could you say the name again so they know exactly where to get them and what to look for?
It's gonna be called "It's All on Me," and the next one gonna be called "Open Book." Right now, I got out BBG Baby Joe, Return of the Gorilla. If you haven't gone check it out, go check it out, man. From my most recent tape, bro.
Solid. Well, with that, Baby Joe, I appreciate it. I love both of those names for both of those projects. I already can picture it. Dope. But with that, man, we up out of here.
All right, man. Peace.